All right, ready to dive into Azura.
Let's do it.
It's this full stack DeFi trading platform. And DeFi is kind of the hot topic right now. And I have like a whole stack of stuff about it. I've got documentation, marketing materials, FAQs.
Nice.
But I got to be honest, when I was looking through it all, I was like...
a little overwhelmed.
A little intimidated, right? It can be a lot.
So thankfully you're here to help us break this down.
You bet.
So first off, what is Azura? Like what exactly are we dealing with here?
Okay, so Azura, it's a hybrid. It's like a trading app and a wallet all in one. And it's multi-chain, so it works with EVM chains and Solana.
Oh, interesting.
And a big thing they're pushing is the ease of use. Making DeFi accessible to everyone.
Yeah, effortless interaction, they say.
Exactly, that's the vibe. And it's non-custodial.
Non-custodial, what does that mean?
So it means they don't actually hold your crypto.
Oh.
It's more like they're connecting you to these decentralized protocols like Uniswap or Radium. So it's like an interface, not an exchange.
You got it.
Okay, that makes sense. But security is always a big concern in crypto. How does Azura stack up?
They're taking a multi-layered approach. So you've got your strong passwords and two-factor authentication, of course.
Right.
But they're also using passkeys and air-gapped wallets.
Air-gapped wallets? That sounds serious.
It is. It basically means your private keys are stored offline, so they're completely isolated.
Wow, that's pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
So what about the trading itself? What kind of features does Azura offer?
Well, they've got a pretty impressive suite of tools.
All right, let's hear it.
They have something called intent-based order execution.
Intent-based?
Yeah, so basically it finds you the best price across all the protocols, no matter where the trade actually happens.
Oh, so it's like it's doing the shopping around for you.
That's it. You don't have to manually check different exchanges.
So I don't have to be like on 5 different platforms trying to figure out the best deal.
Exactly. It's all done for you.
Okay, I like that. What other features do they have?
Well, for the more active traders, there's sniping.
Sniping? What's that?
It lets you grab tokens right when they're listed.
Oh, interesting.
Then there are the more standard things like limit orders and stop losses.
Right.
They also have copy trading if you want to follow someone else's strategy.
Wow, so there's a lot to unpack here. But DeFi can be a bit risky. Like you hear about scams and exploits all the time.
Yeah.
How does Azura protect users from that stuff?
Well, they've got a lot of built-in protections. Like they have MEV resistance.
MEV, what's that?
It stands for miner extractable value. It's basically ways that miners can manipulate transactions.
Oh, wow. So Azura protects against that.
Yep. They also protect against front-running and sandwich attacks.
I don't even know what those are, but they sound bad.
Yeah, basically bots trying to take advantage of you.
So they're trying to stay ahead of the bad guys.
For sure.
How do they actually implement these protections? It all sounds very high-tech.
Right. Well, they use things like real-time blockchain simulations.
Okay, like a test run.
Yep. So you can see what's going to happen before you commit to a transaction. They also do smart contract audits, which are basically like security checks on the code.
Oh, so they're making sure there aren't any vulnerabilities.
Exactly. They're trying to catch things before they become problems.
Okay, that makes sense. So Azura is about more than just trading, right?
Oh, absolutely. They also have a lot of data and intelligence features.
Oh, like what?
So you can see things like real-time token prices, liquidity pools,
Oh, cool.
trade flows, even new token deployments as they happen. You can also monitor your own assets, keep an eye on open orders, and they even have a feature to help identify suspicious activity.
So they help protect you from scams.
Yeah, that's the idea.
That's really cool. But what about someone like me who's, just starting out in crypto? Can I even buy crypto directly on Azura?
Yes, you can. They partnered with MoonPay for that.
MoonPay?
Yeah, it's a fiat on-ramping platform, so you can use your regular bank account or credit card.
Oh, okay.
Of course, there's KYC, so you have to verify your identity.
Right. That's pretty standard these days.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now let's talk about something everyone loves. Rewards.
You bet.
I saw they have a referral program.
They do. They actually have 2 tiers, an associate level and then an ambassador level.
Interesting. What's the difference?
Well, to be an associate, you just connect your Twitter, share your referral link, and when someone uses it, you get 8% of their Azura reward.
Azura. What's that?
It's their platform token. We can get into that more later.
Okay. So what about ambassador?
That's for the serious networkers. You need to have a ton of personal trading volume or get a bunch of referrals.
So it's like a VIP program.
Kind of. You have to apply, get approved, the whole deal.
Okay, and what are the perks? Like, why would you want to be an ambassador?
Well, you earn more, you get a higher referral rate, plus a cut of your referrals trading fees.
Oh, that's interesting. And they get a discount for signing up, right?
Yep, 10% off trading fees for 90 days.
Pretty cool. But you kept mentioning this Azurite token.
Right.
So what's the deal with that? How do you earn it?
Azurite is the heart of their reward system. You can earn it through trading, referrals, even by just completing tasks on the platform.
Okay, so it's like a loyalty program.
Yeah, kind of. But then they have this thing called a rewards boost, which gets really interesting. It's based on how much Azurite you hold, but we can get into that after a break.
Okay, sounds good. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be back to dive deeper into those Azurite rewards.
Sounds good. So this rewards boost, right?
Yeah, let's unpack that.
Okay, so it's like a tiered system. 6 levels.
6 levels, okay.
And each level depends on how much Azurite you're holding.
So the more Azurite you have, the higher your boost.
Exactly.
What kind of boosts are we talking about here? What does that actually get you?
So it affects your Azurite earnings, like from referrals and from trading, and you get discounts on trading fees too.
Okay, so it's like a compounding effect.
Yeah, the higher your level, the more you earn.
That makes sense.
All right.
So what are these tiers? Like, what are the actual numbers?
All right, so level 1 starts at 2,500 Azurite, and that gives you a 2.5% boost. Then 5,000 Azurite gets you to level 2 with a 5% boost.
Okay.
Level 3 is 8,500 Azurite for a 7.5% boost. Level 4, 15,000 Azurite, 10% boost.
And then it keeps going.
Yep.
So, like, how high can you go?
Well, level 5 is anything over 15,000 Azurite, 12.5% boost. But to get to level 6, you got to be in the top 1,000 Azurite holders.
Wow, okay, that's pretty exclusive. So they really want people to hold on to this Azurite.
Oh, yeah, they're definitely incentivizing that.
It's pretty cool they let you see how much you're earning over time, like the last 24 hours, 7 days, 30 days.
Yeah, helps you track your progress.
Exactly. Okay, so back to security for a sec. We talked about the partnership with Turnkey for the wallet architecture, right? Seems like a good thing for security, but what are your thoughts on relying on a third party like that? Could it be a risk?
Well, they say Turnkey is top-notch when it comes to security.
Yeah.
But yeah, anytime you're relying on someone else, there's always a little bit of risk.
I guess that's true with anything, right? You're putting your trust in someone else.
Exactly. It's worth thinking about. But let's talk about something else I really like. Their markets section is really well done.
Oh yeah, there's a lot in there. It's kind of overwhelming, to be honest.
It can be. Remember the new trending and pre-launch pages? Those are great for finding new opportunities.
Yeah, seeing what's hot.
Exactly. But then there's this token contract details page that's like a gold mine.
Oh yeah, for specific tokens?
Yep. It's got all the details you need: contract address, total supply, market cap, price history.
Links to the project's website and all that.
All of it.
That's cool. So it's all in one place. But what if I want to, really dig into the market data? Do they have tools for that?
They do. That's where the trade feature comes in. Remember we talked about that a bit.
Yeah, like it's a trading terminal right in the platform.
Right. It's got everything you need.
Okay, what's everything?
Well, there's the spot tab for real-time prices and charts. You can see the order book depth, recent trades, even the order flow.
That's pretty detailed.
Oh, yeah. But then they have this terminal tab, which is for the really serious traders.
Oh, wow. A terminal within a terminal.
It's next level.
I'm intrigued.
It's got advanced charting, technical indicators, all that good stuff.
So if I'm into technical analysis, this is where I'd spend my time.
You got it. And then there's a trade feed tab where you can see all the trades happening in real time.
So you can see what other people are doing.
Exactly. You can watch the market in action.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But all this sounds pretty advanced. Is it only for experienced traders?
I think they've done a good job of making it accessible for everyone.
Really? How so?
Well, the interface is really user-friendly, and they have a ton of educational resources like tutorials and a glossary of terms.
Oh, that's helpful.
Yeah, they want everyone to be able to use it, even if you're new to DeFi.
That's great. But you know what I haven't heard much about? How Azura actually makes money.
Right. That's a good question.
They don't hold user funds, so no custody fees like traditional exchanges.
Yeah.
And they're giving away all these rewards.
Yeah, so where's the revenue coming from?
Exactly.
Well, it's all about the trading fees.
Oh, right. The different tiers based on your Azurite level.
Exactly. Every time someone trades on Azura, they take a small cut.
Okay, that makes sense. But how do their fees compare to other platforms?
They seem pretty competitive, especially if you have a lot of Azurite. You get those big discounts.
Oh, right. Okay, so it seems like they've aligned their incentives with their users. Right?
Yeah, exactly. It benefits everyone.
Cool. Okay, security again. We touched on the multi-layered approach.
Uh-huh.
But can you break down the specifics? Like, what are they actually doing to protect user funds?
Okay, so first off, the whole non-custodial thing is a big deal.
Right. They don't hold your crypto.
Exactly. So even if Azura gets hacked, your funds are safe.
Because it's not sitting on their servers.
Right. You control your own assets.
Okay, that's reassuring. But what about the private keys?
They use passkeys? Or
Yeah, the super secure passwords.
Yeah, those. So your private key never actually leaves your device.
Oh, interesting.
It's very secure.
Even if you get phished or something.
Even then, it's really tough to compromise. And then they have those air-gapped wallets we talked about.
Right, the offline ones?
So when you need to make a transaction, it's done through a secure channel, like a QR code.
Oh, so your private keys are never exposed online?
Nope, it's all offline.
Okay, wow.
Plus, they have two-factor authentication for logging in, and they log you out automatically after a while.
That's good.
They're really thinking about security from all angles.
Yeah, it sounds like it. But no system is perfect.
True.
What about bugs in their code? Could that be a problem?
Well, they have a bug bounty program.
Oh, so they're paying people to find vulnerabilities.
Exactly. They're encouraging ethical hackers to help them out.
That's a smart move.
And they have those smart contract audits we talked about, too.
Right, the security checks.
It's all about staying ahead of any potential issues.
I see, okay.
Yeah.
You know what we haven't talked about much? Gas fees.
Oh, yeah, the dreaded gas fees.
It can be so confusing, especially for new people.
Definitely.
Can you just explain what they are and how they work?
Sure. So basically, gas fees are what you pay to process transactions on the blockchain.
Okay.
It's like the fuel that powers the network.
Makes sense.
And the more complex the transaction, the more gas it uses, so the higher the fee.
Okay, so something simple will cost less in gas.
Exactly.
But how does Azura handle this? Do they add their own fees on top of the network fees?
No, they're really transparent about that.
Okay.
Their trading fees are separate, and you can even see an estimate of the gas fees before you confirm a transaction.
Oh, that's good.
No surprises.
Right. But gas fees can be so volatile. Like sometimes they're crazy high.
Yep.
Is there anything Azura does to help with that?
Well, they give you the option to choose between different blockchains.
Oh, so if Ethereum's gas is too high, you can use something else.
Exactly.
Smart.
And they have a feature to schedule transactions for when gas is lower.
Oh, so you can avoid those peak times.
You got it.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
They're always looking for ways to keep gas fees down for their users.
I like that. But let's shift gears for a sec. We've talked a lot about the technical side of Azura, but what about the community aspect? How do they foster that?
Community is huge for them.
Okay.
They've got all the usual stuff like Twitter, Discord, Telegram.
Right.
But they also have a YouTube channel with videos and tutorials, a blog, even a community forum.
So they're engaging with people in a lot of different ways.
Exactly. Plus, they do online and offline events, meetups, that kind of thing.
It's like they're building a whole ecosystem around the platform.
Yeah, that's the vibe I get.
I like that. It makes it feel more like a movement than just a company.
Yeah.
Okay, big picture now. What's their long-term vision? Where do they see themselves fitting into the DeFi world?
Well, their goal is to be the ultimate DeFi platform.
Okay.
Like a one-stop shop for everything. Trading, investing, borrowing, lending.
That's ambitious.
It is, but I think they have a shot.
Why do you think so?
They've got a great team, the technology is solid, and they're really building a strong community.
Right, and that's really important in DeFi.
It is. It's all about decentralization, right?
Well,
getting people involved.
Exactly. But, we've been pretty positive about Azura. What are some potential risks or downsides people should be aware of?
Okay, so one thing is the reliance on third parties, like with Turnkey.
Right, we talked about that.
It's something to keep in mind, and DeFi itself is still pretty new.
Yeah, it's the Wild West out there.
Exactly, so there's always the risk of something unexpected happening.
Like a new exploit or something?
Yeah, exactly. Azura seems to be doing everything right, but it's always good to be cautious.
To do your own research, right?
Absolutely, don't just jump in blindly.
Good advice.
And DeFi can be pretty complex, even with Azura making things easier.
Yeah, it's a lot to learn.
So take your time, educate yourself, don't rush into anything you don't understand.
Great advice. But hey, Azura's doing a lot to help people learn.
They are, especially with all that data and intelligence they provide.
Right.
Which actually is something we can talk more about after the break.
Perfect. Let's take a quick break and then we'll come back and dive into the world of Azura's data insights. All right, we're back and ready to dig into Azura's data and intelligence features.
This is where they really stand out. They get that data is key in DeFi.
Right, but it's not just about having data, it's about making it useful, right?
Exactly. Azura does a great job of that, making it easy to understand, even for beginners.
So what kind of data features are we talking about here?
Well, we already touched on the markets and trade sections.
Right, with the real-time prices, charts, all that.
Yeah, that's all super helpful. But they've also integrated data into their portfolio section.
Oh, interesting. So beyond just tracking your assets.
Right. They give you insights based on your trading history, even market trends.
So it's helping you make better decisions.
Exactly. You can see how your portfolio is doing, what you could improve. They even give you personalized recommendations.
Wow, it's like having a DeFi advisor right there in the app.
That's the idea. They use machine learning to analyze all this data and give you the best insights.
That's pretty amazing. But isn't there a risk people become too reliant on these algorithms?
That's a good point. It's important to remember these are just tools.
Right. They're not going to tell you exactly what to do.
Exactly. You still need to do your own research and make your own decisions.
So it's about empowering users, not replacing their judgment.
Precisely. Azura gives you the information, but you're in control.
I like that. Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground here. We've seen Azura's security measures, their user experience, their community, their commitment to data.
They're doing a lot of things right.
They are. It's clear they have big ambitions in the DeFi space.
Definitely. It'll be interesting to see what they do next.
All right, as we wrap up this deep dive, any final thoughts for our listeners about the future of platforms like Azura and DeFi in general?
You know, DeFi is still young. It's changing all the time.
Exciting.
It is. And platforms like Azura are leading the way, pushing the boundaries. I think we're going to see even more innovation in the years to come.
So it's a good time to be involved in DeFi.
Definitely. Whether you're a seasoned trader or just starting out, there's something for everyone.
Awesome. Well, we hope you enjoyed this deep dive into Azura. It's a fascinating platform, and we encourage you to check it out for yourself.
Definitely do your own research, but it's worth exploring.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us, and keep exploring the world of decentralized finance. It's a wild ride, but it's just getting started.